Hi, it's Cheryl. Welcome to Home Ridge Studio. I have crafted up 6 Beachy DIYs to share with you today. They're very budget friendly, using mostly Dollar Tree items and easy to make. So let's waste no more time and start crafting. And here's the first piece. Actually, these are 3 pieces. So I picked up the sign from the Dollar Tree and I'm removing everything. There's 2 fish on here. I'm going to remove that by heating it up with my blow dryer and taking this little Dollar Tree little, I don't know what you call it, like scraper thing here. And this is a Dollar Tree one because it gets glue on it, and I'm not going to use my Cricut one. And I'm pointing that. This is my blow dryer. I don't have a heating tool, but the back came off and it broke and I couldn't put it back on, and I was drying my hair and my hair got sucked into that back thing there. I have long, not super long curly hair, and yeah. So now it's my heating tool. Anyway, I am now taking off the entire frame, all 4 pieces. I went really slow as to not, break them or snap them. And now I'm labeling which one was the top, which one was the bottom, and the right side and the left side, because we're going to be putting those back on, but I'm going to paint them first. And then I sanded them lightly to make sure there's no like lumpy, bumpy paper on there and on the sides and all that. And I just pulled off any paper that I could. And the reason that I labeled these top, bottom, left, right is because the signs are not exact, and if you mix them up, they might not go back together the way they came off the sign. So yeah, that's why I did that. Because the Dollar Tree items are not perfect. They're not always exactly round or square or rectangular. So I removed the back rope or the hanger, and now I'm just pulling off any excess paper. We're going to be covering this up with paper, but you're not going to see through it. Actually, it's not even paper, it's a placemat. And this is from the Dollar Tree, and I really loved it. I thought the colors were really beautiful, and I want to try to use the back. So I am, it's kind of hard to cut off, but I'm removing the back from the front. And this material, the blue, is very difficult to work with. I won't be working with this again, and I'll show you later on what I mean about that. Now I'm taking the sign and I'm just going to place it. I don't want the ends because there's stitching in there, so I'm just going to place it right here, and I'm just going to draw around it. And you're not going to see this. This is just a permanent marker from the Dollar Tree. You're not going to see these ends even if there is markings on them, because we're going to cover it up with the frame. And now I'm just cutting it out. Now I have this fabric glue, it's Gorilla Glue, and so I'm just going to be putting it all over the perimeter of the entire sign here. And if you hear a lawnmower in the background, I'm sorry. You might not hear it, but you might hear it. It's my husband cutting the grass. He's been watching golf all day, and then I'm like, I need to do my voiceover, so please go cut the grass. And then, yeah, so I had no choice. But you might not be able to hear it unless he's real close to the house. So anyway, I'm just putting that just on the perimeter there, making sure there's nothing lumpy and bumpy underneath that material. And yeah, I put I'm spreading it with a popsicle stick too, or a craft stick. It was easier, and I didn't want it to be bumpy, the glue. And now I have this acrylic paint, and it's apple barrel, and it's called Granite Gray. And basically I'm just pulling the colors from this placemat here. And that gray, it looks almost like a blue gray, so it kind of matched that blue gray. There's a grassy pieces amongst the starfish. I'm painting the top and the sides, but not the bottom, of all 4 of these pieces. And now I have this finger cutter, and I'm just holding this down really, really tight so as not to pull or tear the material. It was too thin for me to cut it, so that's why I'm using this. And I was afraid that it was going to pull the material up, but it didn't. It worked fine. And now that this is dry, I'm just going to hot glue it all the way around, and I'm looking at where's the top, where's the bottom, where's the sides, and before I glue it, I'm just going to put it together and make sure that all the corners match up evenly, and they do. Okay, and this is the final last piece to put in, and now I have this beach word from the Dollar Tree, and I have the adhesive glue from the Dollar Tree. I didn't want to use that Gorilla Glue again. It just kept spewing out of the bottle. Every time I'd take some more off the top, it just kept like kind of not spewing, but just kind of, it just kept coming out and coming out and coming out. So I put the cap on that baby. I'm like, bye, I'm not using you anymore right now. My husband bought it for, I don't know what he wanted fabric glue for, but anyway. And so now I'm putting it on pretty liberally in the, the front and the back and the middle, and then in between all that, I never mix them. In between all that, I'm just putting some hot glue for the quick hold and the adhesive for the permanent hold. Now these fish are the fish off the sign, and I'm just pulling the material, not material, it's paper off of the fish. And I'm just placing them down there. I was going to put a starfish, but I don't know, I didn't really like it. I thought it was too big. And I'm painting these in that same silver granite color, gray. And then I'm just going to hot glue them on here, the little one on top, the big one on the bottom. And now we're going to tackle these. These are these octagons from, not octagon, I don't know, what are they called? I don't know, but they're from the Dollar Tree. I have two of them, and they were $3 each. And I'm showing you here. I wasn't sure how to do this, the color. I wanted blue, white, and silver, or gray. So I always, not always, but quite often, before I make my piece, I get an idea in my head, and then I have a sketch pad, and I'll sketch it out and color it in with colored pencils, so I can really see what it looks like. And so I have that material. It's the back of the placemat there, the blue. And before I put that in, I had to cut it and make sure that it was going to fit. I painted the whole entire thing, but not the inside and not the bottom, white, just with chalk paint from Folk Art, and it's called Adirondack White. And yeah, I didn't wait until it was completely dry, and I got some paint on there. So yeah, so now everything is, I took a sponge and the paint came right off, luckily. And I was worried it was going to leave like water lines, but it didn't. Yeah, so I was trying to wash my hands, get the paint off my hands and everything, and the paint off the mat, and then I got the placemat, the blue part of it, wet with water. But like I said, it dried. And now I'm just, I folded that in half because I have two of these, and they fit perfectly on the inside, or, with little to none left of the material to spare. And now here's what I would do instead of using this material. It was hard to cut, it frayed a lot, it was really super thin, and it showed the glue through it, and you'll see at the end. I was going to paint it in the Waverly chalk paint called Ocean, and that's probably what I should have done. It would have been a lot easier, but I just liked the sheen of the material, and I thought I would give it a try. That fabric glue didn't seem to want to hold it. I didn't wait real long, maybe a couple hours, but So then I went through back in and with Mod Podge, and that's where I had the problem. I should have probably Mod Podged the whole bottom and the whole top, and then it all would have been kind of the same. But I don't know. I still wanted to, I was stubborn. I wanted to use that material because I liked the color. So now I have these two metal pieces from the Dollar Tree, the angelfish and the shell here. And I'm just dabbing it with this little spouncer, I think it's called. And this is white chalk paint. And I'm painting it white first because I want to use that same acrylic paint on top of it. And I think the acrylic paint adheres better and less coats when you have the chalk paint on it. And so now I'm taking and I'm dabbing the acrylic paint on it. And so basically, like I think I said earlier, I'm just pulling the colors out of the placemat, the blues, the grays, and the black. And yeah, that's just all the colors I'm using. And I thought these were too stark white, so I'm putting gray just on the top there. And now after the gray has dried, I'm taking a little bit of white because there's detail in these pieces, and I'm just kind of very ever so lightly going over them to bring out the detail. And I have the chalk paint and the color ink, which is black, and I have a little teeny tiny brush, and I'm getting a little bit of paint on it and then putting it on a paper towel, and then just putting just a little teeny bit of black around here just to bring out the design better. And I did it on both pieces, and now you can see it's still wet, the middle, and that dries, but the edges with see that I'm showing you, if you make this or anything like it, don't use the back of the placemat. But like I said, I was stubborn. I was just gonna keep going, but really it would have been so much easier and less complicated if I just would have painted it, because that ocean blue is basically the same color as this. And now I'm going to glue these pieces in the center with using the adhesive and also the hot glue. And then those little holes in the shells, I just waited until that was dry, and I put some hot glue in there, a bunch of it, and then I just took a small brush and then painted it silver so it hid those little holes there. And I have these cheap tweezers from the Dollar Tree. They're very cheap. I didn't want to burn my hands, so I have these little pearls from the Dollar Tree. They're many different colors. I've been using them a lot lately. These are going to be these little bubbles. Yeah, they're going to be bubbles, but they're kind of like an iridescent blue. They're really pretty. And hey, if you're a subscriber, I want to thank you. I hit my goal of 1,000 subscribers by June 1st, way before June 1st, and well over. I appreciate you so much, each and every one of you, so thank you again. And if you're not a subscriber, a warm welcome to my channel. Why don't you just go take that subscribe button, tap it, and the bell notification, which will notify you every time I post a video, and join my subscriber family, because it really helps me grow and you get to see some really cool budget-friendly crafts. So back to this, I just put some pearls on that shell, and that's it. It was quick, it was easy, and here is a close-up. That little bird, I thrifted him. He's a little cutie. It was like $4. It's wood too, carved. Anyway, yeah, see that? I'm really bummed about that. So what am I going to do? I'm going to pull it off. I'm going to rip that material off. I'm going to paint it, and then I'm just going to re-glue those pieces back on. But I had this video done, and I just wanted to show you. And I hope that you guys learn from my mistakes. I leave my mistakes in here so I can show you what works and what doesn't work. Here's the second, and well, this is the last three. They're all kind of the same though. But I have these 3 pieces from the Dollar Tree. One is this blue, one is a gold one, and one is a turquoise one, and 3 different napkins. So I collect napkins. I love napkins. I love to just, you know, Mod Podge them on different pieces and things. If you've seen, you know, my other videos, I do this quite often. So I had this seahorse napkin that I believe I got last year from Home Goods. And I'm slowing this down to show you. These are water brushes. The bristles are 3 different sizes, small, medium, and large. You put water in the tube, you screw the cap back on, and then there's even a cap for the top of it. And yeah, if you have a Ross by you, never been to Ross until just recently, and they have some really cool craft things, and I think these were like $1.99 or something, so like $2. Anyway, this is what I'm doing instead of taking a brush, and you can certainly take a brush. I just thought they were cool. I bought them because I wanted to see how they work, and they are faster than a brush. And yeah, I'm just running it around there because I like that ripped, jagged edge. And then I have an X-Acto knife here. This is sped up like a lot, so I am being very careful because, you know, I am prone to accidents and I did not want to cut my hand. So probably don't use an X-Acto blade, but that's what I had next to me, so that's what I used. I don't know. So yep, you guys probably know the drill. Mod Podge, put it down, put a little bit of Mod Podge on there. I have a fan brush that I love to use when I Mod Podge. And I did the top and then now the bottom half. Unfortunately, I thought this was going to dry like it looks like right now. It dried so clear that you couldn't even see the picture, so I had to redo it. So I'll show you at the end here, and I'll tell you a little bit more about this. But here's the second one. I have the crab napkin, same price, $3.99. I believe they're all from Home Goods. I think I got these last year and I hit the jackpot. I get way too many napkins. My daughter's with me and she's like, Mom, do you really need more napkins? Yes, I do, because I can use them too. I mean, not just to craft with, but, you know, and probably sometime soon or the end of this summer, I will probably not the end, but I have so many napkins for all different seasons, I'll probably do some kind of a giveaway or something. Here's another napkin. It's an anchor. See what I mean? Too many napkins. I spray painted this gold plate here. I didn't show you because I did it in a previous video with Rust-Oleum 2X Ultra Cover paint. It's a semi-gloss in the color white. And I let that dry in just one coat so you can kind of see the gold through it. It gives it like a really warm vanilla kind of color look. And so same thing, Mod Podge, the napkin on there, and then I outlined it with the chalk paint called Truffle, or you could use antique wax too. And now I'm just kind of spreading it out very, very carefully. You don't want to tear the napkin. I'm just pulling it out just to give it a little bit more definition. And it kind of almost looks like it belongs there. It almost hides that line of the napkin. And now you can see, yep, I had to pull that seahorse off and keep 2 plies on it in order to get that to pop, and then I put Mod Podge on top of that. And so finally it worked. But yeah. Anyway, let me know what you think. These are my 6 pieces I did. I really, really love them. I think I like these the best. But let me know. Leave me a comment. And that's all I have for you today. But you know, I will be back very soon, and I hope I've inspired you to craft some fun beachy items. And again, please like and share and subscribe. It all helps my channel grow. And you have a blessed day, a blessed week, and I'll see you soon. Bye.